Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 NFC Championship postgame show. I'm Scott Trella. Excuse me. The San Francisco 49ers have booked their trip to Miami to play the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 54 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The 49ers beat the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game 37-20 at Levi's Stadium in San Francisco, California. The 49ers jumped out to the early 7-0 lead in the first quarter and never let up in this game. Then the 49ers kicked a field goal, and Robbie Gould's 54-yard field goal was good, and it was a 49ers lead of 10-0. Then the 49ers scored their second touchdown of the game. Raheem Mostert with the 9-yard touchdown, and the 49ers led 17-0 in the second quarter. Very early in the second quarter. It was very early in the second quarter. Then the San Francisco 49ers tried to get the ball into the end zone, and Green Bay had to punt and 3-and-out again because they had several plays to the end zone. But the 49ers tried to get the ball into the end zone but could not, so the Niners had to kicked another field goal. Robbie Gould's 27-yard field goal was good, and it was the 49ers had led 20-0 in the second quarter. Then the 49ers scored their third touchdown of the game, and Green Bay was just making too many mistakes in the first half. The extra point, that was Raheem Mostert's second touchdown. I think it was a 22-yard one, and the extra point was good, and the 49ers led 27-0 at halftime. The Packers finally scored their first touchdown of the game. Aaron Rodgers' 9-yard TD to Aaron Jones for the touchdown, and the Packers trailed 27-7 in the third. The Niners scored their fourth. Actually, it was another field goal. I think it was 20. Their fourth touchdown. Actually, was their that was their third touchdown. Excuse me. And Raheem Mostert wasn't going to be denied denied his fourth touchdown, as Mostert ran 22 yards for the touchdown, and the Niners led 34-7. The Packers scored their second touchdown of the game. Aaron Jones up the middle for the 1-yard touchdown, but the extra point was no good. It was missed, and the 49ers led 34-13 at the end of the third quarter. To the fourth, the Packers scored their third touchdown of the game in the fourth quarter. Jay Sternberger for the 8-yard touchdown, and the extra point wasn't good again. It was missed, and the 49ers led 34-20. And the 49ers tried to make 6 players to get the ball into the end zone, but they could not do it again. The 49ers kicked another field goal. Robbie Gould's 42-yard field goal was good, and the 49ers led 37-20 late in the fourth quarter. The Packers had the ball at 1st and 10 at Green Bay 28, at their own 22-yard line, and Aaron Rodgers' pass deep middle intended for Devontae Adams, was intercepted by Richard Sherman at the Green Bay 38-yard line when it was 1st and 10 there. And the 49ers, all the 49ers had to do with the final 1 minute and 48 seconds was take a knee 3 times and run out the clock. And the 49ers win 37-20, the final score. The San Francisco 49ers are the NFC champions for the first time since 1995, and they will meet the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 54 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, in 2 weeks on February 2nd, 2020, Groundhog Day. And that's the 49ers back in the Super Bowl for the first time since 25 years ago in 1995. So that means the Super Bowl is set. The San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs will do battle in Super Bowl 54 at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. And it'll all begin with the Super Bowl pregame show, which will be on Fox. And I will also have my Super Bowl podcast pregame show. And it is, of course, Super Bowl 101 on February 2nd. And I'm really looking forward to that. And so tune in for that. But I'll be back with another podcast tomorrow, hopefully. So, before I do go, I got to give the game ball to Raheem Mostert. He scored 4 touchdowns, all 4 of them, in this game today against the Packers. What a day. 29 carries, 2 receptions, 220 yards rushing, 6 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFC Championship postgame show. And I'll be back tomorrow with another one of my regular Scott Sports 101 podcasts. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.